Good Sunday morning to you. Just sitting out here on my porch swing, having a cup of tea, and enjoying the porch before it gets too hot. And as you can see, I got clean today. I got a shower, I threw a little makeup on, just kind of got tired of being grubby, and so I'm just kind of going to enjoy my day today. Yesterday I did not vlog because yesterday was a rest day. I know Sunday is traditionally the day of rest, but my body just couldn't do it yesterday. It needed to kind of decompress. I did a few things here and there. I unloaded a box or two and cleaned a couple things, but no heavy lifting, no major decisions made. I had an order from Walmart delivered because I just didn't feel like going out on a Saturday and dealing with a busy Walmart, and I needed just a few handful of things here and there, and so just kind of took it easy yesterday. The dog and the cat and I were all kind of worn out from our busy week and needed a day of rest. So I'm going to water my plants out here that I transplanted the other day, and maybe move a few things around out here that I left on the porch so it doesn't look quite so cluttered. And then I think today is going to get back at the kitchen. I made a couple executive decisions about what I'm doing in the kitchen, and I think getting things done is better than perfect, so that's what I'm going to focus on today. And just kind of take it from there, and it's moving along. So I'll share with you as I go through my day a little bit today. Trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to share right at this moment, and I can't think of anything. So I'll check with you throughout the day. Lilith has discovered the window seat, and she is really loving just sitting in there. I didn't open the blinds fully for her today, but she's just been sitting in there watching the world go by. I need to find my hummingbird feeders and get those filled and put out here on the porch so she and I can sit in the window seat and watch hummingbirds come and go. So one of the things that I love about this house is this front door. You can see the trim detailing around it, that little lace panel inside that I'm hoping I can get down carefully and soak in some soak wash and dry and get back up there. Little bits of detailing. I need some new light. Look at all the detailing. It's beveled glass front door, little bits of woodwork all around, carving in the front door. Now you can see that that lower panel has a crack running right across it. There's a space here for an old doorbell. I hope to be able to find a replacement. And just really, I can back it up here, make this front door a beautiful, welcoming sight as you come in. So I need opinions. Seal the wood door after I fix the crack and leave it the natural wood on the outside, or when I paint the house, or maybe even before I get the house painted, paint it. I'm really tempted, really kind of want to paint the exterior of the door some shade of teal and blue against the yellow. I think it would be pretty. I'm hoping that I'm working on my color scheme for the exterior of the house. I'm going to keep it yellow. I'm going to keep the window trim and the trim of the house white. but I am thinking of painting the actual window themselves. The muttons, what are they? Someone help me. Painting those a deep, deep teal. And then, obviously, this ceiling, porch ceiling, needs to be a nice southern haint blue. And then maybe put some of the teal details on the porch posts. The detailing around the porch posts, which needs good scraping and cleaning. Maybe a few repairs here and there. And then there's this, little bit of detailing underneath the bay window that could be some different colors. And the porch decking has some boards that need replaced and a new coat of paint. I don't believe it's that old. I think the previous owner had the porch repaired. But like right there where the movers were bringing in trolleys full of stuff, cracked a couple boards. The concrete steps need repainting. There's some damaged boards over there too around this post. So there's a few posts here and there. And then originally this house had a railing around the porch. And I think when she had the decking replaced, she had that removed. It was probably rotted, guessing by the condition of a lot of the other wood in this house, around this house. Had that, and it hasn't been replaced. So further along my list is getting the balustrades and porch railings replaced, because there is also a back set of stairs over here that like I showed you the other day in the backyard. There is one of these newel posts and a railing back there, so that would need to be all replaced. So I'm not a carpenter, so I don't think that's, well, maybe I'll learn to be a carpenter. Get some saws, get some things, and work on that at some point in the future. When I have the whole exterior of the house painted, all these details can be worked on. So there we are. All right, so kitchen organization round 1.5. First one, I don't know that really counted. It was just finding the stuff I needed for the first day or two to survive. 2 empty boxes. I have an almost empty table. So everything that was on the table this morning is found a home. Almost everything. There's some miscellaneous bottles. And don't have all the cabinets open or closed. But like I said this morning before I started, I'm taking the approach that done is better than perfect, because I know that as I work in this kitchen and things like that, I will find, even now, I've like, oh wait, I use that every day. That needs to be more accessible. That I never use hardly at all. There's some things I was like, why do I even have this? Oh, because I have all that cabinet space to put it in. I haven't approached the upper level. Don't know if I ever will. Maybe someday I'll put glass front doors on those upper cabinets with lights behind it and just put some, I do have, I don't know. Yeah, there might be stuff to go up there eventually. So, let me show you maybe some of the solutions to some of the problems, things I've discovered as I've worked even just this morning. First of all, turn this around. Baskets. Can't have a real well organized kitchen without some kind of baskets or bins. So those are all my like saucepan, frying pan lids, because I don't have a traditional stove here with like the bottom drawer where I traditionally put them. I put them in there. They're right below the cooktops. If I need a lid, they're right there, easily accessible. My cooking dishes or pots and pans are above there, including my Dutch ovens. and like casserole dishes and things, and frying pans and baking pans. The right side here, here, let's see if I can open it. Has one of these slotted shelves, very handy for, you know, cookie sheets and stuff. And so I had, let's see, these cabinets over here are where my like dishes, everyday dishes and glasses. It needs a little tweaking, but let me show you under here. Now under here, of course, these back old cabinets have these dead spaces back there. So back in there are small appliance things like a cherry pitter and my mandolin and my juicer and things like that I don't use even when I need them. They're there, but I put the little appliances in that bin so I could pull them out real easy. And then in here, and those ones with the red lids are kind of wonky because I may have to rearrange some things. But that's all my like plasticware for leftovers and what have you. And again, another bin. And I put my KitchenAid here because I don't really have the counter space, at least not at this moment, to leave it out on the counter. And obviously it's so heavy, I don't want it up above my head. So I put it under there. And another thing I discovered, I can see it now, it's buried by things. Behind that red bud pan, there is an electrical outlet. So, in theory, they make those lifts, those hydraulic lifts for heavy mix. So, in theory, I could put it in the cabinet to the right, plug it in, and have it on the lift that can pull out and pull up. That would be really cool. So, I'm going to investigate that eventually. I'm not going to do a big lecture on, you know, kitchen organization and kitchen, you know, things, but like you put all your baking stuff together, you put all your pots and pans together. So, and your lids near your pots and pans and your hot pads near the stove and the oven, where you're going to use them all the time. So you're not running across the kitchen, especially if you have a kitchen like this. It's got a big footprint. I got to sit down. Something I have discovered, as much as I love the look and the durability of these brick floors, by the end of the day, they are killing my feet. It's not even the end of the day. It's only midday. So now I have to decide, do I clean out the food pantry and start trying to get that all organized? Or do I go over here to this bonus room, whatever this is, the one with the red wallpaper that there were some loose spots, and it's like peeling sunburned skin, which I think is gross, I can't do, but I found some loose corners of that wallpaper and I started tearing it down, but now it looks like a crack house in here, but I don't care. The movers just started throwing stuff in here. My washer and dryer are here and in here, and they need to stack right here in front where these are. Back up here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, where these are. And I thought about keeping her washer and dryer just so I didn't have to hassle with changing them out. But I discovered her washer has a leak, and I think the main reason is it's a repairable leak. I think it's not like a leak. It's the gasket's leaking. So either a new probably just replace the gasket and the door gasket, and it would probably be fine. But supposedly they're coming to take this out of here. And then I can find me some strong people to help me stack my washer and dryer, put them in there. But otherwise, this room, they just, like the miscellaneous stuff that came out of my laundry mudroom in the rental, just got stacked in here willy-nilly. And here, let me show you why this is a problem. So, having the washer and dryer over there in the corner, not a problem. Oh, shoot. This is a problem. I was reorganizing my freezers this morning, and that one got popped open a little bit. All right, as you can see, with that quick wobbly wibbly pan around, this room is just got crap in it. which happens with utility rooms. But like they put these little stack of boxes here. It's like miscellaneous tools and I don't know what all's in there. And then these shelves here. But this is my problem. This is my light fixture in this room. It's horrendous. Evidently they use this as like a breakfast room at some point, so they had a table under that light fixture. But because I have these shelves here, and I did finally uncover the back door so I can go in and let the dog in and out the back door, I have my only walkway to the back door is ducking underneath this lamp. So I need to clean out this space, and I think I'm going to clean out this space and move the freezer over here so that it's right outside the kitchen. Makes much more sense. And then put these shelves, plus I have some other wired shelves, I don't know if I need all of them, against this wall, and put all this miscellaneous crap on the shelves so that I have space in this room to move around. If money were no object, because obviously I have to fix, this is the wall I mentioned when I was outside the other day. It's just plywooded in from the outside. So the only thing between me and the outside is that a sheet of plywood. And there's still trim up. It's like the original trim from the house. Did they just kind of jerry-rig it in there? I don't know. It kind of looks like it. It doesn't look like it was supposed to be there. So I don't know. What I am thinking ultimately would be the best use of this space, since I don't need a little back room, really. And this washer and dryer in the kitchen bugs me. I love the little window seat, which is piled with shit, which will probably happen more times than not. It's cute, but it's weird. It's a weird space with the pantry, the window seat, and the washer and dryer. What could be a better use of this space? There's so many things that could be a better use of this space. Move the refrigerator, take this all out, and I have so many ideas. Wall it all in and make it a little, a pantry, like a real walk-in butler's pantry kind of thing, although I don't really need that because this room is so big and it's just me living here. I thought about gutting all of this out, and then making a little powder room off the kitchen. That would be very useful. I could even, but then I lose the pantry space. Well, no, I could maybe leave the pantry space, just take this out, close this, and have a door, and still have room in there for a little sink and commode. It's possible. Again, money, and I don't have any. And then turn this more into a useful utility room. Put the washer and dryer probably here, since the hookups are on the other side of this wall anyway, with maybe stack them here in the corner. I have the electrics here, so I can't really put a sink here. I don't know. There's also water. The bathroom is on the other side of this wall, so that could be a wet wall with washer and dryer and a laundry sink, utility sink counter, like a nice laundry room. It could even be closed in. I could put a wall across there and have it a closed in laundry room, potentially. I had thought about putting a powder room over there because there is a toilet and a bathtub on the opposite this wall. So I would just, be using the same plumbing stacks and everything, and that would be easy. To have a powder room, I don't really have one. Half bath, whatever you call it. A place for guests to go to the bathroom that don't have to go through the bedroom. So, options, I suppose. I could also tear all this out here and extend the kitchen, which then it means I can put in I would like to it would be lovely to take the sink, or just have a little bar sink, prep sink in the island. And I want so badly, you don't need to look at the mess. I'm a little less of a mess today. I would love to have an antique stove, not like an antique, like official Victorian stove, converted something, but just like a big range, 6-burner, cool range. I mean, I can't afford a Viking. I can't probably afford a reproduction antique stove, but I could maybe something. But what I would really like is a nice big farmhouse sink, either a big deep is key. Last couple places I've had since the divorce have just had these double sink aluminum, stainless, whatever they are, brushed crap, very shallow bowls, and it's just really hard to fill deep pots or soak big things that get crusty and gross when you're cooking, or your canning pots, or prepping canning food stuff for canning. So to get the sink out of the island and on this wall here, which again, there's water on this wall because the washing machine's on this wall. So put a big farmhouse sink in that corner with a plate rack above it. That would be kind of cool. Then, I mean, it wouldn't be under the window because the windows come too low to put a sink underneath them, but it would be next to the window. And then I could at least, I like to have the sink near the window so you could look out the window when you're standing there. I don't stand there for hours and wash dishes, but like I said, and then I could maybe get like a prep table instead of this window seat, which is cute as can be, but I could get some kind of rolling butcher block prep table or something that would go next to the big sink for when I'm canning or something like that, and it could just roll in front of the window when I need it. And then if I got the pantry out of there, again, where do I put my pantry food? Well, maybe I just come up with a shallow pantry on that whole wall with doors in front of it. I don't know. Oh, well, there is a problem with that because there is a weird hatch up above that pantry. So maybe that's why that's like that. I don't know. I'm spitballing here because I'm just in the space and figuring it out. But if you have some ideas, obviously it's hard to make suggestions when you're not in the space itself and see what, functionally and structurally are here. But yeah, this choppy end here is cute, but it bothers me. But I do like that I have this window seat because I do like to have at least one place in the kitchen where when you're working and somebody comes over and they're hanging out with you in the kitchen, they have a cozy little place to sit. I just don't know how practical this particular one is. We'll see. Yeah. And I wish I knew what was original and what was repurposed for when they redid this house in the 90s. I can guess on a lot of it just by looking at, and I think they did a good job. I mean, I have to say this chair rail here is very nice. Now it might have been original and they just, added to it in a few places or took it out in the one place and then, used the pieces to trim out, the new stuff. I don't know, but they did a nice job. So I've seen some really shoddy renovations and remodels. I've lived through a few of them with not the greatest people working for me. So anyway, it's I don't know what time it is. It's sometime afternoon, and I feel pretty accomplished to get that table cleared off and most of that stuff away. So I may or may not tackle the food today because I have to deep clean that pantry closet. So that doesn't seem like a fun thing to do. So, that's where I'm at so far. All these pretty little glasses were found in one of the kitchen cabinets. And this morning I got up and I washed them all, got the dust and grease off of them. And I think they're just adorable. So these are like little cordial glasses, little aperitif or after dinner something. And then these, I don't know if those are, someone answer me and tell me. I think I would think these are like little dessert, like little sorbet glasses, you know, like a little couple little between little palate cleansers, but maybe champagne. I don't know. They don't really look like a champagne glass to me, because normally the champagne that are like this that aren't flutes are flatter and then have sides. So I think these are sorbet glasses. That's mine guess. These little blue hobnail. They don't have any maker's mark. Sugar and creamer. I love these. When I get the rest of my stuff here and get it unpacked, I have a small collection of white hobnail. But isn't that cute? These are just kind of, again, that could be a dessert glass, like a sorbet glass with the cup shape, or a little bit of a cocktail glass. There's only 3 of these. These I don't, you know, they don't look as fancy. And then these, which are like, I have this and this. I used to have, they're also, I think, I don't know how many, champagne glasses, or no, I'm sorry, wine glasses in this style. And these are like, are they Longchamp or something like that? When I got married 32 years ago, we got the tumblers and champagne, or gosh, I keep saying champagne, wine glasses, both small white wine and the larger red wine glasses in this style. I don't have mine anymore, I don't believe, unless they're in storage somewhere. I believe I gave them to my daughter. But these little cordial glasses are just so darn cute. And then we did eventually, I think, get the cocktail glasses as well, which again, I don't think I kept because I felt at the time they were too fancy for me. This one has a little chip. And I didn't know I was going to be living in a Victorian house and find the rest of the set. So I just think they're cute. I just moved them out here onto this mantle to get them out of the way. I think I'll put them, you know, on display in a china hat hutch or something at some point. Now you might be able to see a little experiment that I started here on this mantle. This is untouched, the way I found it. This side I have buttered a little bit with my homemade wood butter, and you can see with the afternoon light coming in here the vast difference that made. I'm going to do a whole video about, and I also conditioned this side of this, but not this side, which since they're not next to each other, you can't really see a huge difference. But oh yeah, from this angle, you can really see where I did what I did and what I didn't do. But then when I was cleaning out the kitchen, I also found a almost empty bottle of Old English lemon oil, and I used that in the other room on some very nasty dried out wood by the pillars in the parlor, and it was amazing the difference just a little bit of oil made. So I obviously need to oil the other half of this because I don't want it to be mismatched long term, but I just wanted to see the difference. So those are some of the things that I have been doing today. Just a few things here and there, Sunday after Sunday. I did manage to take a little short nap. I tried something that I thought was going to, well, it will be whenever I succeed at it, adventure, trying to get into the attic today. It was unsuccessful. So when I am successful, trust me, that will be a video on its own because I can't wait to get up in this attic. I want to see the stained glass turret from the inside with the light shining through it. I want to see if there's any goodies stored up there, and a few other things. But the old attic stairs were not cooperating today. I don't know what I'm going to have to do to get them to cooperate. They look a little bit warped, which I think is what's keeping them from sliding down properly, because they're old, heavy, wooden pull-down stairs. They're not modern aluminum pull-down stairs. So I could pay somebody to come in and switch them out. It might have to be what eventually happens, but for now, I'm gonna figure out how to get in there. Anyway, if I get a ladder in the next week or so, maybe I just pull them down enough that I can can get the ladder in the opening and use a ladder instead of using the stairs. That might be the answer. And conquer my fear of ladders and heights. So anyway, thanks for joining me on Sunday and this Sunday at here in my new house. And I hope if you want to continue to follow what I'm doing, like and subscribe, comment, share, all the stuff. Ring the bell, whatever it is. I don't know. But yeah, you can tell that my shower from earlier today and brief little foray into trying to put makeup on again did not survive Alabama heat. But that's life. So anyway, I love